Okay. Well, we're back again with an early morning stream today. I had the day where I could do this again, so... Alright, today we're doing Groudon, because Kyogre's on my leaderboard. May as well get the other one on there. So, I'm hoping it does well, but we only start off with Mudshot and Scary Face. Already way worse than Water Pulse. Hey, Yokai. Well, let's get started. I remember when I did Electros a couple weeks back, I was like, can I beat this under 3 hours? Well, this one I clearly can. So, let's see. Anything else? Nope. Oh yeah, so, yeah, the TM set on the right is a bit squished in, just because there's a lot of TMs. Like, if this thing learns a lot of TMs, it's gonna end up being squished. Not much I can do about that. Yep, so, instead of Kyogre bringing up the rain, Groudon's gonna bring up the sun. I mean, we get our first fire move at level 15, Lava Plume. But already, I can tell that there's other things I need to get. In challenge mode, Charon has a P-Dove, and obviously it's a flying type. So I'm gonna have to teach Frustration just to deal with it. I sadly have no experience whatsoever in Gen 5, so I don't know what a good time would be. If you want a comparison, I got a Kyogre sub 130. And I think that's as good as it's gonna get, honestly. Just because Kyogre, like, it needed, like, very little optional trainers. It one-shot almost everything. It, like, got everything it needed. Like, Thunder that could never miss, Ice Beam, Surf. I guess it got Calm Mind, but in my optimized run, I never once used it. This thing is going to end up being a bit worse. If I had to guess what time I'll get, I'm guessing 150. Just because, like, if I have to two-shot more things than one-shot, that does add quite a bit of time. Mudshot... Okay, that will one-shot, okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna have to YOLO this. But honestly, though, I think there are some species I could do that would get better times than Kyogre, because Kyogre did have to put the weather up every time. Then again, what kind of made up the fact was that it was one-shotting almost everything. I'm not sure. Really annoying when I try to drink some water and the text is already over. Also, hey, Sundown. Alright, none of these trainers have flying types, right? No. Actually, the youngster in the middle might have a flying type. I should probably avoid him. Yeah, I just don't remember. Better not risk it. Second to last day of work for the month. Nice, you going on vacation? I don't get one of those for a couple of months. Yeah, see, like, right now, at this point, Kyogre was one-shotting pretty much everything. I probably should have brought up Kyogre splits, honestly. But then again, I don't like seeing red splits on my timer, so that may not have been a good idea. Alright, hopefully I find a Psyduck. Psyduck is only a 10% spawn, but if I can find it, it's my strength and surf user combined. Oh, you're having surgery. Oh, dang. Oh, Psyduck. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's gonna one-shot. Since you're a medic, you can't work for a while. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Come on. Get in there. Dude, I've got 4 left. Come on. This isn't good. Yeah, I don't think I'm catching this. Okay. I'm glad to be proven wrong. 1 ball to spare. The only HM user left I need is a P-Dove. You can find P-Dove on this route, but it's also pretty rare. But I always usually catch it at Verbank anyway. Just because when I get to Verbank, I'll get some Great Balls for free. And it'll make it easier to catch. Plus, in Verbank, it's actually a 30% chance to get P-Dove. But the other routes have it at 10%. Yeah, if I didn't get the Psyduck, I would have needed a Strength user from the Relic Passage. Like Timber, Onyx, Wilbur. And then for Surf, I would need to catch an Audino. At the reverse psychology, yeah. I'm not catching it. Click. But yeah, that person just heals you for free. Honestly, I don't think it's normally worth talking to her, because I think Alder heals you at this point. But she's right there. I may as well do it. You know? Oh, after this fight, I'll need to teach Frustration. They lose a lot of time with the animation, which is why I do think there are Pokemon that can get faster times, but I do have to remember, like, Kyogre was one-shotting almost everything. I think that Panpour I just fought was, like, the first thing it couldn't one-shot. And even then, it was at red HP. So, it would have to be something that can one-shot things without the weather, which is pretty dang hard to find. Alright, use a potion. I don't need to. A Borenberry, Frustration. Purloin? You know, on this route, when I need to catch a cut user, both the Purloin and the Pitrat that spawn here do have the ability to learn cut. But honestly, cut is just a useless HM. Like, you don't really need it to progress the story at all, but I just get a cut user, like, just in case. I mean, it's right there. It's a guaranteed spawn. May as well just get it. But in terms of difficulty, Kyogre plays way more intuitively. Pretty much, yeah. Like, I don't think this is going to be Kyogre, not even close. My over-under set to 2 hours. +1 disadvantage of Mud Shot compared to Water Pulse. It's 5 less base power. Mud Shot's a special move, and Groudon's got way better attack. The Sun doesn't boost it, and it has a 5% miss chance. Oh yeah, for my nature, I'm going plus special attack minus defense, which is mild. Just because I feel like I am going to be using plenty of special moves, so may as well get a tiny boost to it. Alright, I don't think I need a save. I have Frustration just for the P-Dove. Actually, Frustration is going to be quite powerful, because legendaries in this game start with 0 friendship. I mean, it's not at 0 right now, but I've had to guess it's probably like 15 friendship, 20 friendship right now. This is like the only game where Frustration's actually useful, because it's the very first TM you get. And like, with most Pokemon, like this early on, like, even if you start out at like 50 friendship, you'll probably be at like 65, 70 by that point. And Frustration would be like 65 something base power if I had to guess, which is definitely more powerful than like Tackle or Scratch. But yeah, it's a good thing Charon was easy. I mean, I don't really expect any of the gym leaders to be hard. The one that could theoretically be the biggest challenge, I was thinking Berg, because his Levani has Razor Leaf, but we're going to get Sun-boosted Lava Plume, and the thing's 4 times weak to fire. But I don't think that's going to be hard. Honestly, it might have to be Drayden or Marlin. But we'll see. It's usually hard for most things. I think Kyogre's ability is better suited than Groudon's strat. Just imagine running into instant solar beams. Yeah, if this thing started with it, that'd be incredible. Yeah, Bianca right here, you have to say no, otherwise she just talks forever. Does this guy have a P-Dove? I need to see. Okay, no, I could have fought him. Alright, I don't think any of the trainers on this route have flying types. Besides, I have Frustration. I don't know when Return's going to be more powerful than Frustration. I usually notice, like, usually by the time I get to Roxy, the two moves will effectively be the same base power. So it's usually, I think, like, before Roxy, I'll replace Mudshot, or I'll replace Frustration with Return. I mean, the Sun does give an advantage, like when we get to Marlin. His water moves will deal less damage, plus maybe his Wailord will use a turn 1 Rain Dance. Because at that point, I plan on having Bulk Up. Because I want Bulk Up for Drayden, because Drayden tends to be the hardest gym leader in the game on average. For, like, most typings, unless I'm using an Ice type. I like to fight this trainer here, even though she's optional. It just means when I backtrack through the route, I don't have to go through the grass. But Dunsparce gives a lot of XP for some reason. Yeah, see? Alright, grass resists grounds, so... Oh, I did not mean to use Scratch on Sun Current. So, I guess technically Purloin helped, but then again, I was gonna one-shot it anyway. So I don't think that really matters. So yeah, this person gives me free Great Balls. I still bought some anyway, like, just in case, because I have had bad catching luck before. What I like to do is, I exchange a Pokeball for a Great Ball here, and then I go hunting. It's a 30% chance to find a P-Dove here. Effectively the best odds I could find. Yeah. And, fortunately, the, gym trainers in Roxy's gym will get me to 15. Because I plan to destroy Roxy with, Lava Plume. Because her ace, Whirlipede, is weak to fire. Dude, nothing but Patrat. Come on. So yeah, the extra sunlight time is definitely a time cost. Or a time sink. 6 Great Balls. First try. Alright, I don't need to do any optional training. Just go straight to the gym. If Lava Plume was at, like, level 18 instead of 15, I would definitely do extra trainers. Okay, that thing has got Levitate, so I gotta use Frustration. Barry's gone. Lava Plume, nice. Alright, I clipped a Pecha Berry early for Roxy. I'm hoping this person doesn't make me use one, but I'm pretty sure I'll one-shot it. Alright, Lava Plume one-shot? Nice. Honestly, yeah, I'm not gonna save. I have a Pecha Berry, and I'm pretty sure Lava Plume with the Sun is gonna one-shot everything. Also, I would love to teach this thing Solar Beam, but the problem is, in Black 2, White 2, Solar Beam's in the post-game because it's in the Pinwheel Forest. In Black and White 1, it is in the Pinwheel Forest as well, but Pinwheel Forest is part of the main story. It's not in the post-game, so if this was Black and White 1, I could get Solar Beam. Not sure how useful it would be, though. Grass is really not a good type offensively in Unova. Black and White 2 kind of improves it a little bit because of the Water Gym Leader at the end. But not much. Grass in Unova in general only really helps with play. Hi, Kiwi. Well, now we get a break. Oh, right, I forgot to mark the badges. I have to do that manually. Yeah, so Berg is going to be a series of one-shots with Lava Plume. Elisa is going to be just fine with Lava Plume. And also, some of you may remember this from the Electros stream from a couple weeks ago, but there is actually a guy in the Nimbasa Center who just gives you 10 red shards for free. So I effectively get any of the red shard tutor moves in Driftvale for free. I decided to see if there was anything useful. There is something useful for Groudon. I won't say what it is in case one of you want to look up the red shard tutor moves in Black 2 White 2 and try and guess. But I'll reveal it once I get near. You know, fun fact, if you were to try to make a new game from, like, without deleting your save file, it would try and force a save here, and since it couldn't force a save, the game actually soft locks. So, like, if you try to make a new game, like, from a new file without deleting your old one, you literally could not progress past Roxy. Well, a little bit past Roxy, but not by much. Yeah, going through the grass is a bit risky there because I don't have a repel active. I could have just gone through the ledges and avoid encounters, but I don't really want to open my bag and use a repel. It'll cost time if I do that. I'd rather just take the chances. Darn. I should have just used Lava Plume on that for fun. Just completely destroy it. Would have been funny. Yeah, Kyogre actually did have a lot of problems with Berg because Berg's Levani has Razor Leaf. Kyogre had to do optional trainers in Castelia to level up high enough. But Groudon's definitely not going to need it. Well, then again, like, the Levani does have 56 speed, but Groudon's got base 90 speed, I think, so I think it'll be just fine. Sending it straight to Pokemon Tower. Yep. That's exactly where we're going to send it. Alright, I don't know if we're going to need the charcoal, but just in case. I mean, I may as well equip it, because I do plan on using it for the next several gyms. I think with the Sun and Speed stuff going on, our repel's definitely worth it. Yeah, I mean, I could have used her. It was only like a small patch of grass. I was willing to accept the chances. So the reason I talked to all those clowns is to get a free rare candy. Man, it is really hard to use the bike in some of these, like, streetways in Castelia because of, like, the weird angle everything's at. It's, like, kind of hard to tell where I am. Alright, I do need to go to the center and buy more rare candies. Not rare candies. I need to buy repels. Because I never have enough for the start of when I did all my shopping. So I usually have to buy more here. Just because in the sewers I do a lot of extra walking around, because I will be getting the leftovers. I don't think I'll need to use early game leftovers, but it'll definitely come in handy for the champions fights. And stuff just like near the end game, basically. Plus, fighting a trainer with your rival here, he actually does heal your team for you, so it's quite nice to fight the trainer. I should play this game again, I'm clueless. It's still a great game to play either way. Alright, I don't remember. Does Lava Plume hit both opponents? If so, then that's going to be really nice, because in this game, due to the massive amount of, oh, it hits everything, so it's like Earthquake. Okay. Because, stuff that can hit both targets in double battles can save you a lot of time in this game due to how many double battles are in this game. Most of them with Team Plasma grunts. Alright, so right now, if I didn't have a Psyduck, I would go into that cave right there and get a Strength user. But I don't need one, so I can just leave. I guess I could have gotten the Quick Claw just in case. Oh well, I don't need it. Alright, as soon as I level up, I'll need to see what my speed stat is. Because if the Levanti outspeeds and hits me with, what's it called? Razor Leaf? Wrong move. It's gonna hurt. Alright, I'm gonna put Lava Plume in slot 1 there. I do need to teach Return right now before I forget. When I'm off for a few weeks, I got some more gaming and might replay some Pokemon and Zelda games. Yeah, that would be a lot of... That sounds like a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't go on a vacation for a couple of months. And it's mainly like a stay-at-home vacation kind of thing. For some, I still thought Lava Plume was there. Alright, what's my speed? 45. Okay, yeah, there's no way I'm outspeeding that thing. I think it should still be fine, though. I mean, his Dwebble does have a Sturdy, but I'm pretty sure it's most likely going to use Rock Polish turn 1, because I'll most likely outspeed it. And even when it does outspeed me, its only good moves are, like, Bane Attack. I guess it has Rock Blast, too. But Rock Blast has only really been a problem when I play Charizard. Oh no, Sand Attack. Alright. So, early game leftovers may help here, but at this point, leftovers only heals like 3 or 4 hit points. That was perfect timing for that music. Alright, since it's gonna... Oh, nice, I burned it. I'm just doing this to save power points. Going to Poland for 10 days. Nice. Sounds like fun. I assume you're American, right? How many vacation days do you guys have? I don't know what the... Well, I know each place is different. I don't know what my like benefit is, or like the rate I earn them. If I had to take a guess, it's probably 2 weeks a year at the rate I get them at. But it's like, I don't get them just like at the start of the year, and then I can just spend it from there. I think like every payday I get like 1.5 hours. And 8 hours equals 1 day. Right now, I've got enough for like 6 days right now. Alright, I don't think I need Rest or Attract, so I'm going to skip those backup TMs. Because Castelia has Attract and Rest in different buildings. They're pretty out of the way to get. I only really get them if I know I'm going to use it. Oh. I've also really wanted to run this game with a Ground type, because the Ground type is going to be completely immune to this guy's Thunder Wave strats. Like, because this Magnemite has Sturdy, so, like, no matter what, this thing is just always going to try and paralyze me, but I'm immune to Thunder Wave, so the only way I can even get paralyzed is static. Or like other methods like Stun Spore. Hey, Boss KO. Protein. I'll definitely use it. I'm gonna teach Dig. Dig is 80 base power in this game, so it's gonna be quite a nice upgrade. Actually, that might be able to let me fight Clay at a lower level, because in my notes, I have it set to where I need to be level 35 for Clay for Earthquake, but I completely forgot I could just learn Dig. Alright, another break time. Oh yeah, batch 3. I forgot to get Flash in Castelia. I was supposed to get the TM for Flash because I have to go into Miss Stralton, cave later to get the TM for Rock Slide, because that's what I plan on using for Skyla. But I can always fly back. Journey full time, we have 30 days a year. Oh, nice. That's definitely a generous amount. Yeah, I'm definitely seeming to get a lot of viewers from the Europeans right now, which would make sense because this is much earlier in the day for me. So for you guys, it's probably like noon. I can't do the early morning streams that often. I can only do it whenever I have a very specific shift at work where I don't need to show up till later, because most of the time I arrive there earlier. But when I do get one of those days, may as well do this. If you guys are wondering why it looks like I'm doing this optional training before the gym, you actually cannot access the gym until you clear out these trainers. Like, otherwise you literally cannot get in. These trainers are mandatory. I mean, it's kind of nice they're mandatory because it's extra training. You know, honestly, I probably should have kept Mudshot because Mudshot does not make contact with static. So it might have been better to keep it, but I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. Like, I only think I need to use Dig for, like, Zubstrika. Maybe the Flappy. I mean, this thing right here does have static, but let's see if Lava Plume one-shots. I guess the other kid had no moves. So it's 4 PM for you. Yeah, because I know this is a lot more of a friendly time. I just can't do it that much. Usually, I was trying to decide like what I wanted to do. I decided to just do a first playthrough. I'll have to do Groudon's second playthrough offline later today, when I get off work. But here's the thing, like, if my first run ends up getting, like, maybe, like, 1 reset at most, I don't think I'll even bother with a second run. Because, I used to just think, like, everything should guarantee get a second playthrough, but if I can't think of ways to improve, is there really a point? They're not really. Let's just see how well the run goes. I mean, then again, Kyogre had 8 resets. Actually, I think it was 5. I had 5 resets, and I think most of them were on Berg. Because Berg is actually quite difficult for Kyogre, because it doesn't get Ice Beam yet. Alright, so Lava Plume, Grit one-shot, okay. That's going to be an obvious one-shot. I'm going to take the chances of static. Darn. Alright, I guess since the Zipstrike outspeeds, it's not going to go for Flame Charge. Come on. There we go. Sub 30 Elisa. Nice. Kyogre really didn't struggle here either. I think it just one-shot everything with Water Pulse. You're gonna give this version a chance? Have you ever played Gen 5? Or, like, have you only ever played, like, regular Black and White? Because if you haven't played this one, I really recommend you do. Oh yeah, here are the 10 red shards. Well, I'm out of repels. That's fine, though. I'm gonna get super repels and Drift Bell anyway. I mean, I guess I could have bought them here, but not like it makes a difference. I'm not gonna be stepping foot in grass till for a bit anyway. Alright. I wonder if I'm at the point where I should actually put return in slot 1. I don't think so, because Groudon starts at 0 friendship at level 5. I just don't think it's good enough to use yet. Because I remember when I did some backboarded legendaries at 0 friendship and Fire Red, I remember beating the whole game and only being at like 220 friendship. Alright, 50% of the poll says under 2 hours, so it looks pretty divided. What do you mean, like, work a lot? Like, what's the normal full-time schedule in Germany like? I know here the full-time standard's 40 hours, but I'm a part-time worker, so I work a bit less than that. I work roughly 30 to 32, depending on the week. It's all I know. I played Black and White. Black and White 2 were the first ones you skipped over. Interesting. But yeah, I do recommend you give it a try. Like, this game has a lot to offer. I should have used Hammer Arm. That was my first time ever using Hammer Arm, by the way. Oh, dang it. I ran over a wing. I don't like running over those shadow spots, because it could be, full-time range between 35 and 40. Ah. Alright, you guys. Alright, time's up on guessing. It's Thunder Punch. I don't think I need Hammer Arm anymore. No, get rid of it. Yeah, Thunder Punch is going to help a lot for, honestly, it's going to help quite good for Skyla, honestly. Thunder Punch is 75 power, while Rock Slide is, 75 as well. Like, Thunder Punch might just straight up be better than Rock Slide, just because of the accuracy. But yeah, honestly, I might just skip Rock Slide. So yeah, it's really nice that knowing that the 10 red shards are they're just given to you by that guy. Any of the elemental punches I can get for free. Just one, though. You may think, like, is there a guy who gives you blue, green, or yellow shards? There actually isn't. I've looked at all of them. The only color you can get an abundancy of easily is red. Like, with Zoroark, I needed blue shards for Hyper Voice. I had to actually pick those up manually. In Charizard, I had to give 10 blue shards for Dragon Pulse, because it was my main way of beating Iris. Sometimes a lot of workers in good unions often have less work time or vacation or even 4-day weeks. I would not want a 4-day week. Because overall, I would just make less money. And besides, like, have you seen the price of everything? Like, I have to work an extra big shift today, but I don't really mind it at all. I just view it as, nice, extra money. Mark 4th batch. I have a... Yeah, this is like one of the... It's just Gen 5, I have to manually update my badges. Oh, my speed is down. That's not good. Yeah, I might need a reset. Yeah. Well, there's my first reset. Alright, I think I should equip leftovers. Just because when I'm underground with Dig, I can slowly heal my health back. Honestly, I should have kept Hammer Arm just for the Krokorok. I did not think of that. Oh well. Bulldoze. Yeah, getting hit with a bulldoze early on is not good. 2 weeks straight, then 2 weeks off. Oh. I would freaking hate that. Lava Plume? Oh, dude. Did anyone see if that was a crit? Honestly, I really just want the Krokorok to not use a turn 1 Bulldoze. But it's most likely to use a turn 1 Bulldoze. Torment. Alright, use a return to break the sturdy. Lava Plume. Darn. Man, Explosion does like hardly anything. My defense is down. Ah, oh, dang it. Okay. We're good. I don't really think that was a routing error on my part. I'd say the one routing error, I should have kept Hammer Arm just for the Krokorok. But still, 2 resets is not that bad. I think I'm only going to do a second run of this if, like, somewhere in the run, I just get a lot of resets that are completely avoidable. But then again, like, the fact that I should have kept Hammer Arm, that is probably grounds enough to do a second run. Oh, no, don't get me wrong, 40 work with equal pay. You work 5, but at the same amount of days you would get within 5 days. Oh, dang it, don't talk to that thing. But here's the thing, though, like, you work 4 days to get the same amount you would have made in 5 days. Imagine that pay rate with 5 days. You'll make more. Alright, I think I should put return in slot 1. I probably should. Yeah, like, Groudon's not one-shotting things at all. I mean, this thing is still doing pretty dang good. It's just, I traded resets at Berg from Kyogre to just resets at Clay. But still, it was only 2 resets. And that was mainly a B because I should have kept Hammer Arm for the Krokorok. Yeah, the slow level up group is really starting to affect this thing now. The thing is, like, when I did Kyogre, like, Kyogre's slow growth rate didn't really affect it that much, besides, like, not outspeeding the Leavanny. And that was because the Rain Dance boosted Water Pulse's power, and Kyogre has higher special attack. Groudon has higher attack. And, yeah. If you guys are wondering, like, if I should have taught, like, Fire Punch as my tutor move, this thing does not get Fire Punch. At least I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Fun fact, in the PWT here, the enemies, trainers, or the enemy trainers, like Pokemon, stats, moveset, they're all the same and identical. The only thing that's different is gender and abilities. So for example, whenever I fight Colress here, his Magneton has a 50% chance to have Sturdy. Even though in every other fight it always does. Which I find kind of interesting. Hey Black Metal. How you been? I've been good. I mean, Groudon's performing really good, but like I said earlier, like, there's just no way this thing's gonna be Kyogre. I don't think it's gonna come close. Like, I'm just hoping for a sub 2-hour finish. Because my leaderboard, Kyogre's at like a 129 something, but the second place Emboar is at 2 hours 8 minutes. So like, I have between the sub 2 and above 130 range, there's a whole 30-minute range. There's nothing on the leaderboard. Nothing on the leaderboard. So like, I need to find something that can get that middle ground. Like, get something. I need something that can get like a 130 to a 2 hour time, like a 140 or something, just so the leaderboard doesn't seem like so empty. Slow day at work. Oh, nice. I seriously just used dig on the... I actually used dig on the coughing, but fortunately the coughing died, so it redirected the dig. Most factory workers are on summer vacation. Nice. Alright, don't talk to him. Alright, gotta go in here. I don't think I need this, but just in case. Moo Milks. Now I gotta buy Super Repels. Max Repels, even better. You're getting paid to watch streams. Nice. I mean, Steve told this story all the time. Like, he gets his work done pretty efficiently, so he spends like half of his shift just watching Hulu. And his boss even knows about it too. Which I find kind of funny. But he always says, like, his boss doesn't really care because he still gets all of his work done before anyone else does. Yep, there's no reason to go into Mistral and Cave for Rock Slide, because Thunder Punch is going to have the same effective power as Rock Slide. Plus, Steel does not resist Electric, from what I remember, but it does resist Rock. So Thunder Punch will just straight up be better for Skyla. Nice. I avoided that trainer. And it's so nice going through this cave in this game when there's not like 12,000 plasma grunts. Darn it. I should have used dig. For some reason I thought dig was in slot 4. Yeah, I remember in my first ever playthrough with Superior, I got a reset from randomly encountering this guy. Yeah, delete dig. I was about to say, I want to keep dig to use as escape ropes, but I can just teach dig to Psyduck. Yeah, being a factory medic has its benefits. Everyone as well, there's a lot of spare time, but as soon as someone gets injured, I gotta be there. That makes sense. I work on a ship inland, shipping mostly rivers and channels. Nice. And everybody's got the fun jobs. You know what's interesting? In Black 2, White 2, you see, like, I had to, like, walk down the slope. Like, I was, like, right next to that little girl from earlier. You have to go, you have to go straight down the ledge in order to avoid her. Because, she's a triple battle. You do not want to fight her. But in Black and White 1, the trainer that's there is, like, barely moved to where if you go down the slope normally, that trainer ends up seeing you. So in Black and White 1, I gotta hop down and go through the grass. But in this game, I just have to go straight down. Yeah, Shadow, that doesn't sound fun. It's okay, Shadow. I did hear the, I did see your, regular trainer remix. I just like the rival theme better. In general. Alright, where's the Lucky Egg? Honestly, the Lucky Egg is kind of the one thing that that balances, like, Gen 5's, experience growth rate. If I never had access to, the Lucky Egg, especially in challenge mode specifically, do you know how much training for the League would suck? I have to fight, like, I would have to fight almost every trainer in the game. But with the Lucky Egg, I can still do mostly minimum battles. Yeah, I have to deal with a lot of customers, too. They're annoying as hell. Yeah, people are happy to see the medic. What are they gonna do? Be upset? Yeah, I'm just fighting these, gym trainers because, I know, Drayden's gonna cause some issues. And, these people only have, like, one Pokemon each. Mostly. And having Thunder Punch is going to be quite good. Well, I'm glad you're using that, and I give full permission. Yeah, I haven't gotten copyright claim for it just yet. Darn it. Yeah, if you bump into them like that, they see you. Oh no, I have been taunted. Whatever shall I do? Can I make it to that other guy? Darn it. It's really hard to go through this area on speed up. I actually had no problem with it when I ran the game, like, before, because I ran it on, worse hardware, so the game effectively ran slower. But now that the game is actually running at around 3 times speed, I actually have to be good at it. If it's claimed to let YouTube know I gave you permission, that's what I do, yeah. That's what I would do, yeah. I don't think it'll get claimed. Unless, like, some random person claims it. I don't think I need to equip leftovers. I'll save just in case, though. Oh, here's a sign to know if a run's going well. If I can get sub-hour Drayden. Thunder Punch one-shot. Thunder Punch is obviously going to destroy that. Signal Lift. Thunder Punch. I'll use Lava Plume for Skarmory. Dang, if it burned, it would have been a one-shot. I am a bit nervous about Drayden, though, because my only dragon moves are Dragon Claw and Dragon Tail. Like, Dragon Tail just sucks as a move, plus Drayden gives the TM anyway. Dragon Claw is in the post-game. So that's why, like, with Charizard, I had to actually farm, blue shards before Drayden. Just so I can, get access to the move. I should heal. I know Bianca's gonna heal me later, but I've had runs where I've died before even getting to her. Okay, that was a bit of an awkward spot. Alright, I'm going in here just for a rare candy. Wrong room. This way. Thank you for reminding me. I have a problem remembering that. Because, Gen 5, the mappers for the game still are not completely functioning yet. So I can't just have the tracker make the badges for me. Property damage. Yeah, I used to have a problem with just running straight up there. Blue shard, nice. If I needed blue shards, that would have been really good. There was no reason for me to do that, though. Darn it. Kind of annoying avoiding that person. Also, fortunately, at level 50, which is like 9 levels from now, I will actually have access to Eruption, which is it's 150 base power if I'm at full HP. Actually, I think with Kyogre, instead of Surf, I actually used... Did I use Water Spout? No, I think I used Surf. Kyogre was so powerful, it really didn't need it, but I will definitely teach Eruption. Okay, I should save, because these two Ace Trainers right here, I've had resets on them in the past. Alright, just spam Lava Plume. That did not really do much. I'll just use Earthquake. Oh right, Brava has Levitate. I forget that. I'm using Earthquake again. Punch. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Alright, I got the PP up, but I think I'll save it for Eruption. Dude, I gotta stop pressing B on the repel screen. I was just about to heal at the center, but then I just remembered Bianca just healed me, so I don't need to do that. Punch. Thunder Punch. Well, at level 45, I will get Ancient Power, but I honestly hate the move. Like, 10% chance to raise all your stats with only 5 power points. Like, if the move had 10 power points, then I'd say it'd be a good move, but not 5. Dude, I always end up running into her. I've got to find a better way around that trainer. I think last time my way was, like, surfing in the water, but I need to find a different way than that. This is, like, one of the few good spots, like, using Cut is useful, because going the other way, I could accidentally run into a Pokemon Ranger, and she's, I believe, a triple battle. So I really would want to avoid her. I like how this game has cities that exist but weren't even mentioned in the original games. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, like, Espirita, Burbank, Lentimus, and, Ulamau. I think those are the 4 new cities. Alright. Heal up just in case. Alright, right here with Kyogre, it was actually where I bought Thunder. I could buy Fire Blast here if I want to, or Thunder. I can learn either or, but I get Thunder Punch. There's no reason for Thunder. But Fire Blast, I'm literally going to get Eruption in like 5 levels. If I didn't get Eruption, then I actually would get Fire Blast. Dude, Lava Plume is so freaking weak. Plus, Eruption actually hits both opponents on the field. And why is the Just Trio in the overworld not in their respective caves? The lore is supposed to be like they're detecting the imminent threat with Team Plasma, and they're trying to get you, and they're trying to like help you out. Like in the Dex entries, like they only ever come out of hiding whenever like Pokemon are in danger. That's like effectively the lore around it. Dang it, get out of the way. This trainer's technically optional if you go down and surf the other way, but it's such a huge detour. I only ever skip this guy if I'm like weak to fighting. Like I think with Persian, I think I skipped this guy. Excuse me. I'm going this way just to get a rare candy. Big left, Hilda. Pretty much. Actually, I guess lore-wise, like one thing I kind of don't like about these titles, there's like no mention of the previous NPC character aside from like very few pieces of dialogue with Ed and Red, or like using Memory Link, which isn't in the game by default. You have to like connect another save file. But like, you know how like in Gold, Silver, and Crystal you can battle the previous protagonist Red? Why didn't they do something like that in this game? Like, imagine if you went to like the nature preserve where the shiny Haxorus is, but you also saw Hilda there too, and she battles you with like a level 90 Reshiram or something, like the opposite legendary. Like that would have been so awesome. I think some people made a ROM hack of it where they do include that battle. I should try it at some point. Should I get vitamins? Yeah, I should. What vitamin should I get? Honestly, I think just protein. I don't know how many I can use, so I'll just buy 5. Well, I can only use 2 of them. Yeah, blue. Alright, I'll use some calciums. Alright. Besides Giovanni. Aside from that one event that Heart Gold Soul Silver had. Am I gonna do good here? My notes does say I should get bulk up, but that's all the way at level 60. But it does say in my notes to use my rare candies before him. Is that gonna be a good idea? Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be necessary. If I get a reset on him, though, I will use a candy. I'm just hoping to get level 50, but with the Lucky Egg and the fact that Drayden's, like, gym trainers have a lot of XP, I'm pretty sure I'll get there. Dude, don't hit myself. Okay, that is just ridiculous. I saved, right? I don't think I saved. Dude, I really hate this person. This is not the first time I've died that way. Like, I've died to swagger and me hitting myself over and over. Like, in recent times, I would say it happened around 3 separate times. Well, at least it was a quick blackout. And that was annoying as hell. I'm not saving, because, like, come on. Hitting myself 3 times in a row. That's a 1 in 8 chance, I believe. 12%. Like, I do not believe that's going to happen again. See, I just critted instead. Jerk. You know what? Just because I have Earthquake, I might actually do the triple battle guy instead. Oh, I'm going to do this too. I'm going to move Groudon to slot 2, so that way it's in the middle. I usually don't like to do that because it gets oncoming fire from everybody on the field. But I'm going to put it there intentionally just to use Earthquake. Fortunately, my P-Dub's not out too, because I don't want my HM users to survive. Well, P-Dub's going to get some XP, unless something kills it. Darn. Oh, P-Dub's going to get some XP. There was no reason for me to do that. I was just spamming A. Why does Wycure sound like your bounty Pokemon is going to kill you? Realizes that's the point. Pretty much, yeah. Alright, so this guy is honestly one of the more harder gym leaders. So I think I'll actually equip leftovers. Where are they? Alright, I'm gonna use 1 rare candy to get to level 50. Okay, let's try Drayden out. I don't think bulk up's gonna be necessary at all. What will Eruption do, actually? About 3rd. Okay. I was just testing. Alright, you. You got Levitate. Return? That's half. Bro. Yeah, it's definitely a nice theme. It's meant to be a crazy sounding version of Kyurem's original theme. Dragon Dance again, and I win. Almost sub 2 Drayden, or sub 1 hour Drayden. If I didn't get that blackout on that one trainer in this gym, this would have been a sub hour Drayden. Darn. But then again, that blackout was no fault of my own, it was literally just bad luck. If I had remembered to save, obviously, it would have just been a reset. But at least I healed in Opalucid, so wasn't really that much time lost. Break time. Well, not yet. I have to step outside first. Well, I'm out of water. Well. Guess this theme sounds like a serial killer's fighting you. Yeah, it's like a more fast-paced version of his theme, yeah. Yeah, Eruption's gonna do nice work on these guys. I'll use Earthquake on that just because I'm not at full health. Oh, right, I need to use my PP up. I may as well use that. Maybe that was Groudon demanding his second run after all he said, where there were resets with extremely bad luck. Honestly, I will do the second run anyway, just because two of the resets on Clay were player-induced, because I should have kept Hammer Arm for Crocorock, because Crocorock is usually the main problem with Clay, because it'll either lock you into not using repetitive moves with Torment, but I can't just, like, spam Earthquake, or Bulldoze to lower my speed. I mean, they all have Bulldoze, but the Crocorock is usually the culprit. I will do a second run later today, offline, of course. I'll post the results in my Discord server, though. Because, I'm not gonna stream second playthroughs anymore, unless I do the first and the second within the same stream. So, like, obviously, like, if I had more time right now, like, if I didn't have to be at work for another 4 hours, I would do it. But my shift starts in 2 hours, so I can't do that. But I predict this run will get like a... I predict this run's gonna get like a 148. That's my prediction. Yeah, 2 resets and 1 blackout. That's actually pretty good for a White 2 challenge mode run. Because right now, the record for lowest resets is Embor with 5. Kyogre had 8. Oh wait, who healed me? Does Drayden actually heal you after you get the DNA splicers? Because I did not use the center, did I? No, I think he heals you at that point. I did not know that. Alright, Undella Town. Definitely a nice and scenic little underwater bridge. Alright, so yeah, this gym's actually going to be pretty easy because the sun will automatically make water moves weaker. Plus, I have Thunder Punch. Which is effectively the best electric move I can get because despite me being able to learn Thunderbolt and Thunder, it'll use my weaker special attack. Because Groudon has base 150 attack, while his special attack is 100. For Kyogre, it was the opposite, which is why Kyogre is still going to end up doing better than Groudon. Just because, like, it's early game Water Pulse and later it gets Surf. Not only it's boosted by the rain, but it uses its higher stat. I like how they actually use Gen 4 and Gen 5s during Sound Font, and Gen 7 one battle theme. I want to know the Gen 5 sound font so I can use it to make music. Well, I know it's not an exact copy and paste of Gen 4, but I'm sure there's some resources. I wouldn't know that. Oh, mark badge 7. Obviously, if I was doing this run like offline and recording it for a video, I would most likely remember because I'd be staring at my OBS the entire time. And I wouldn't be like distracted talking. Yep, so you see it's raining now. Okay, that's gonna outspeed Fuse Ray. Okay, dude, that is BS. Okay, that was stupid. I mean, then again, that's just bad luck. This is the Reggie cave. Use Earthquake. Rain Dance. So yeah, the rain being up is going to let the Mantine go first because it has Swift Swim. But it looks like it just uses a turn 1 Confuse Ray, so if I can get decent luck, it won't be that bad. Oh, dude. I don't think I have a Person Berry. No. Okay, so in my next run, I need to figure out what Pokemon Ranger gives us Person Berry and give it to Groudon for this fight. Nice, crit. Now the sun's still up, so never mind. But in the next run, I should still figure out where I can get a Person Berry. Alright, so now the Team Plasma section. Usually, if I can one-shot most things, like, this is assuming I get like 1 or 2 resets, I can complete the Plasmas area in around like 20 minutes. So it's kind of like the Gen 2 Rocket Radio Tower, but the Team Plasma grunts are actually hard. So you can't just mind-numbingly spam return. Which is actually quite nice. Yeah, usually during these runs, I actually forget to get the Colress machine first. I just try and go straight down here. Look up here. If I can get the trainer to look up there and, like, move out of the way, I can actually go to the cave without fighting this one swimmer with an Octillery. I mean, it might just be better, like, XP-wise, but dang it. What does this guy have? I never fight this guy. Automatically, I hate it. Okay, yeah, this guy sucks. Honestly, I should probably just fight Octillery guy from now on. Good thing there's a doctor here. I really love the randomly placed doctors. Such a shame they're a Gen 5 only thing. They really should have kept them. Like, just go to a random route, tons of trainers, there's just a doctor who randomly heals you. I mean, I guess like Scarlet and Violet, there's really no reason for them with the huge abundance of Pokemon centers just in the middle of nowhere. I guess there's really not a point for it. Hey, Rachel, do I read chat? I literally was reading chat like 5 seconds ago, so yeah. Hey, Annie. Yeah, I do read chat. I mean, I didn't see you post anything in the chat. Well, this person has a Person Berry, but that's kind of out of the way for the 8th gym. I gotta find somebody better. Gotta get the rare candy down here. But yeah, I do read chat. I know a lot of streamers tend to, like, not read chat much, but I've got, like, a decent number of viewers. It's at the point where, like, there's, like, constant chatter. Like, there's usually a new message every 30 seconds. And I feel like I can still keep up. I mean, sometimes, like, whenever I'm, like, racing somebody, it becomes kind of hard. How many badges you got? I have all 8 badges. As you can see in the bottom area of the screen, I have all 8 badges. Just got the 8th one about a minute ago. So right now, I'm just doing the whole Team Plasma section. In fact, on my live split timer that I have off screen, with all my splits, I have each gym leader as its own split, along with Getz's, just because the Plasma section is so big. I effectively treat it as its own area of the game. Rachel, that's the same name as a very good friend of mine. Nice. Kind of funny when you see someone with a similar name. Why you got 4 Pokemon? I still have to have HM users outside of battle. So, I have a Purloin for Cut, I have a Psyduck for Surf and Strength and Dig, and then I have a, what's the other one? What's the other one? I just forgot. PETA for Fly. That's it. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a game where HMs are still a thing. If HMs weren't a thing, I obviously wouldn't catch anything. Which would honestly save a lot of time. I wish, like, HMs just weren't a thing in this. I need 3 is because there's a total of 4 to 5 different HM moves I need. but not a single Pokemon can, like, learn all of them at once. Like, Psyduck learns a lot. It gets Surf and Strength and Dig, but the problem is it doesn't get Cut or Fly. So I need to get some for Cut and then some for Fly. Honestly, on average, I tend to need 3 HM users. Like, in Kanto, like, I only usually need 3. Like, a Cut, a Fly user, and a Surf Strength user. True, you don't always need them, but Fly just helps speed things up. Surf and Strength are actually mandatory in this game. Cut sort of isn't. I just get it just in case, like, because Cut may be used to, like, get optional items or, like, open up shortcuts. And it doesn't really take long for me to get it, so I just get it. Alright. Password. Nope. The password here can only be one of 5 different combinations. True, I don't always need Cut. But in the first route of the game, like, you have a 100% chance to just get one, and it doesn't cost much time, so I get it just in case. I should really consider just skipping Cut users, but I always worry if I try to skip the Cut user, then all of a sudden I'm gonna need it. I just worry about that. Okay, it was Zekrom. I mean, I get Cut may not even be necessary, but I just get it. Like, it doesn't take long, just get it just in case. It's basically a, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Oh man, I wish Groudon had Precipient Blades. Unfortunately, this not a thing in this game. Sadly, I'm out of eruptions. I just keep knocking out the rival's poor Pokemon. Well, break time again. I just treat the cutscenes just as a little break. Do-do-do. Yeah, Eruption's awesome. Yeah, Kyogre did not need Water Spout just because I had Surf, but Groudon can actually greatly benefit from Eruption. Here. Yeah, you mentioned that a lot, Annie. Man, it's really annoying to get into caves while on the bike. Your favorite move is Flamethrower. I'm generally not the biggest fan of fire moves. Just, that's mainly like a Gen 1 bias. Just because of the abundance of water types. But, what would I say is my favorite move? I actually don't know. Actually, my favorite move is Calm Mind. Tied with Bulk Up. Just because they're some of the best setup moves in the game. Honestly, Swords Dance might be better. Honestly, I would have to say Swords Dance is my favorite. Alright, I am definitely running low on power points. It's a good... Do I have an elixir? I have a max ether and an ether, so I should use those. Okay, let me make sure I'm healed up. Max ether... Earthquake, then Ether Eruption. There is a max elixir I can get inside the Plasma Frygate. I always like to use that for the League. I'm checking around, I'm seeing 2 rangers in Seaside Cape View Personberry, and answering a schoolboy's quiz at the trainer school gives you 3. Trainer school? Isn't the trainer... Where is the trainer school in this game? Right, is that not post-game? I don't know. But yeah, here's one advantage Kyogre had. Surf hit everything. I would even kill the HM user too, so it wouldn't hog the experience. But unfortunately, Eruption does not hit your ally. Lava Plume does. Maybe I should have kept Lava Plume, but I don't know. I feel like some stuff would have lived. But it's fine, though. Like, as it gets higher level, it's going to start earning less XP. I feel like half Team Plasma was actually good, and the other half are just pieces of garbage. Yeah, weirdly enough, like, starting, like, Gen 4, it feels like elixirs and stuff like that just get more and more sparse. Scarce, I meant. Like, in just X and Y especially, like, I would basically just have 2 ethers for, like, the first 7 gyms. Yeah, this thing's gonna evolve. I'm not gonna let it. Yeah, that double battle right there, if you don't have a move that hits both Pokemon at once, that fight can actually get quite hard. Eruption not hitting your ally is usually a good thing, but it's a disadvantage here. It's mainly just for time's sake. Like, it will be faster if I can knock it out. You know what's funny? I've almost never used Return. Even though this thing has really good attack, I've mainly just used Lava Plume, Eruption, Earthquake, and Thunder Punch. Like, I've never really needed Return that much. But I think I'm at the point now where I should actually put it in slot 1. Yeah, you know what? I actually should. Yeah, leave Eruption in slot 4, because I feel like I'm going to be using Eruption the least of my moves. Avoid. Nice. I think the max elixirs are scarce, but like, you realize that if you put an item in the game, you're supposed to actually put it in the game, right? Yeah, that would make too much sense. I keep thinking Eruption's down there. Like, that's the problem when I reorder my moves. Like, I just forget where I put the new moves. Wrong one. Dang it. That's what I get. Oh well, most of the rocket grunts down, or most of the plasma grunts down here are pretty good training. I pretty much just insulted the plasma grunts by calling them rocket grunts. Like, that's just insulting. I always got lost in this maze when I was younger, but in doing runs of this game, like, I pretty much made an optimal path. It might be the path speedruns take. I don't know if I watched a speedrun when routing this a long time ago. Like, when I routed my first ever White 2 run, I may have used a speedrun to help me guide, but I don't remember. Volca, finally. Honestly, get rid of Return. Striaton City. Okay. So that Pokemon Ranger is like the only person berry I can get before the 8th gym. Dude, I don't want to go out of the way for it. Is there anywhere early on I could like get a Lumberry maybe? That'd be cool. Walrus, since you can't paralyze me, you're going to be an absolute piece of cake. Just using a turn 1 Thunder Punch just to break it sturdy. That is not the right move. I need to reorder my moves after this. Alright, the Kling Klang has an air balloon, so I need to use Eruption. I can just Eruption the Metang. Alright, so what move do I put in slot 1? Honestly, put Earthquake in slot 1. Actually, Thunder Punch. Yep. I mean, one move that Groudon could definitely benefit from is Brick Break. Just because it would help with a lot of the Plasma Grunts and it has a lot of PP, but the problem is Brick Break is only in the post-game. Actually, it's not in the post-game. It's in the Battle Subway. It costs, I believe, like 18 battle points. Like, Theoretically, you could try and farm that, but I actually banned myself from farming battle points. Because kind of speaking, you have to have multiple Pokemon in order to do it. Plus, what's the chance that, like, my solo run Pokemon is not ever gonna die? I would just rather not give myself that chance. But I mean, the main story is pretty much mandatory, plus I get a free battle point. May as well use it on a vitamin. Gen 2 is mostly just going with the flow, but at least it's not, we're gonna flood the world. Hey, what's wrong with flooding the world? You know what's dumb? Me going down there should activate the battle, but it doesn't, so I have to actually talk to him, which kind of stinks. Alright, I need to make sure to save some earthquakes for the Kyurem. Because after I defeat the Kyurem, N will heal my Pokemon before I fight Getsus. I will need to equip a Pecha Berry, though. Oh, I actually wasn't holding Lucky Egg this whole time. Oh, I've been holding leftovers. Honestly, this thing really did not need the Lucky Egg anyway. Give me a moment. It's just some scam caller. I mean, if it's an actual call from somebody, they can just leave a message. I like Hager, but if you're gonna cool the world off, do it with snow warning. I mean, I don't think snow is gonna cut flooding the world. I mean, most places get less snow. It would just become water anyway. Oh, break time again. Gen 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 had good stories. Gen 2 had good gameplay. Gen 1, 6, 8, I'd rather see better stories. I mean, Gen 1 really didn't have a story. That's kind of like the joy of it. Like, it didn't have a story. It was just some kid going out on his own, and he happens to come across thugs. Like, honestly, it was just a simple thing. I mean, nowadays it's nice that there are stories, but, like, that's just speaking off of, like, the original joy of, like, when it came out. And if I had to guess, I'm gonna end up finishing this run in, like, 22 minutes. Yeah, Gen 1's going with the flow. I mean, Gen 2 did have a story, but Gen 2 is the point where the game started to become linear. There's actually kind of a joy with solo running Generation 1 specifically, just because it's not linear. Fire Red is kind of a similar thing, too. It's not linear. You can fight some of the gym leaders in different orders. So, like, if you struggle with Koga, you can go do Sabrina first. Like, I kind of enjoy that aspect. Gen 1 wasn't as bad as Gen 6 or 8. I mean, Gen 6, like, had really good music. The overworld looked nice. It was just the lack of a good story that really set it back. Alright, since I have a Pecha Berry, I'm just gonna use a free Volca. Honestly, this is a pretty quick plasma section. We're only at 18 minutes into this section. Thunder Punch? Oh, crud. Eruption? Okay, maybe I should have taught Return for this one fight over Eruption, because I don't think I need Eruption anymore. Okay, so that's... Did I seriously just use Earthquake on that thing? Yeah, I am so getting a reset. Okay, I need to teach Return over Eruption, because I do not need Eruption anymore. Honestly, I think after Colress, I should just teach Return over Eruption. I hated Gen 6 for X and Y. Oris is good, but not enough to redeem the generation. I still consider Gen... Whenever I think Gen 6, I think X and Y. That's why whenever people like ask, what's your opinion of Gen 4, I only think of the Sinnoh games. Because I feel like including remakes is kind of cheating. Cons of War Asset uses the 3D models, that's it. Hey, a lot of the 3D models actually look good. Scarlet and Violet did actually improve a lot of the models. Well, then again, I grew up kind of equally with both the 2D and 3D models. 2D is definitely better, but I am a bit more soft towards the 3D sprites, 3D models. I mean, some of them are bad, but then again, there are bad 2D sprites. Like, 2D and 3D have their good and bad ones. The After Color's fire moves are not good, pretty much. Okay, so because of that reset, the plasma section took 20 minutes and 10 seconds. If I didn't get that reset, it would have been 18 minutes. So yeah, this definitely does deserve its second run. Would you use Deoxys next? I don't know. Honestly, if I had to guess next, just to round out the trio, I would probably do Rayquaza. Funnily enough, I have sort of solo ran this game with Rayquaza because I have a... Oh, Poison Gem. Useless. I actually have a spreadsheet in Google Sheets with all of the trainers in the main story and like their teams and stats and stuff like that. When I was initially making the spreadsheet, obviously I had to give myself a level 100 Pokemon, right? Just to like test all the trainers. Guess what the Pokemon was? Rayquaza. I actually did the same thing for Pearl, Platinum, and Heart Gold. When I was going around like fighting like the notable trainers and gym leaders, I actually gave myself Rayquaza. Hello, Ratchy Rose. Charizard's Gen Manual does look pretty good. The animation of Gen 5 literally puts every other sprite in the dirt. I kind of agree with that. That's why, like, for Steve's overlay, his overlay initially used the 3D models, but I convinced Steve to switch to the Gen 5 sprites, and he does say he likes them a lot better. Hey, Sparks. What the? Morning stream? Yeah, I only do morning streams when I have a very specific shift at work, which for me is a 10 to 7, which in Eastern time is 1 to 10. So, like, obviously I'm not going to do a stream at 10 p.m. Eastern. Like, literally no one would show up. Unless you're a night owl. So if I have that kind of shift, I do one in the morning. I only ever have time for, like... I mean, lately, I'm still in the middle of re-ranking all my runs in White 2. So I'm just doing first playthroughs in White 2. But... I think early morning streams, I might just do, like, first-time playthroughs. And then when I get off work, I only have a few hours till I have to go to sleep. I may as well do the second run offline. That's pretty much what I decided to do. Oh, Shadow, you know that person? They both have the worst mechanics. Dynamaxing is lame excuse of Megas. Honestly, I've heard a lot of people call Megas a ripoff of Digimon. Steve calls it that. Funnily enough, though, yesterday I was teaching him how to make his own backports. He actually does plan on backporting Mega Evolutions, funnily enough. Just because he wants to see how overpowered they would be. Just kind of ironic. Yeah, I almost died to that guy. Alright. I'm gonna talk to the doctor here. Just want to support another content creator. Oh, nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nice to know that some of the loyal fans are spreading through the word of mouth. I'm at work right now. Well, I don't go to work for another hour and a half, I'd say. Gotta save here. This guy has a Ferrothorn with Power Whip. This guy freaking hurts. Honestly, maybe I should have kept Eruption for this guy. Or maybe teach Flamethrower, because the TM for Flamethrower's here. But honestly, maybe it won't be needed. Let me just use some Bulk Ups and Earthquake. Earth Power? No. Okay, never mind. It wasn't that bad. I'm surprised I avoided that person. Dude, I hate that boulder. Alright, these two These two trainers right here are some of the toughest trainers in Victory Road, especially veteran Sterling, the one with the Golurk. But fortunately, Groudon won't have any problems with it. I got up 20 minutes ago because of my 10 a.m. alarm. What year is it? 2020 version 4. I have done Groudon Emerald. I optimized that thing so much. I mean, I know Austin has done a lot of Kyogre runs. I've seen what time he got after Steven. He doesn't want me to say it, so I won't say it. But I'll tell you, it's faster than anything you posted in the Discord, Axu. By miles. Unless you've optimized Kyogre too. What the? Don't do that. Seriously, don't do that. Alright, so looking at the time, this is a really great time for a White 2 run so far. However, Kyogre's second run, it got a 129. I mean, if I take out those resets, obviously, this thing's never beating Kyogre in a million years. But at least there'll be something to fill that huge gap. It's like, having first place be 129 and second place being 2 hours, that's just a huge gap of, like, nothing there. That'd be like a tier list equivalent. You have one thing in the S tier, and the next thing was something in the C tier. Like, you need something to fill A and B, you know? Man, Return is still not one-shotting things because I started at so little friendship. Oh no, not Simipour. Yeah, that's actually the first time I've ever been hit with Circle Throw from that guy. It doesn't happen much. He usually doesn't use it. Did you give Rayquaza's Aura's move? I don't backport moves. I only backport moves in Gen 2, and besides, like, backporting in the newer gens is quite a lot harder. I only do backports in the first 3 gens. Only Gen 2, I actually backport moves. Gen 1 and 3, we don't. Honestly, Gen 3, I feel like it doesn't really matter that much, just because there's a lot of moves to choose from anyway. Alright, how many rare candies do I have? 6. Yeah, I just use them all now. One max elixir for the league. I don't think that's going to be enough. There is an elixir I forgot to pick up, so let me go get it. There we go. Alright, elixir and max elixir, that should be enough. That is not what I wanted to fly. Mewtwo is an automatic guest tier. I would doubt that, because early game trainers have dark types, and in Gen 5, Mewtwo only... I know this because John has done it. I think I once tried it a long time ago, like years and years ago, just for fun. Mewtwo only starts with Confusion, so Mewtwo would need to get Struggle. Kind of like the thing with, what's it called? Youngster Calvin in Emerald, as he has a Poochyena. I remember when I did Latios, the thing starts with Psywave and Memento. And with Memento being there, I literally could not get Struggle. So I had to train to level 20 off of wild Pokemon with only Psywave. I've been telling Scott he needs to do Latios and Emerald at some point, because he is gonna hate that thing. Okay, that Fire Blast actually kind of hurt. I mean, I kind of understand it. The sun is literally out. And the reason that thing outsped is because Chandelure has a Choice Scarf. Mewtwo's level up set is so bad. Yeah, unless it literally... I mean, if this thing had started with, like, Psystrike and Swift or something, then it would be a lot better. Gen 5 pulls a Youngster Calvin. I don't think Gen 4 has a Youngster Calvin equipment. There are really no early game dark types. I think the first one you encounter is the Skuntank, I believe. Y'all judging me for my opinions. Well, you have an opinion. I'm just giving my opinion. What's wrong with that? Uh, Bulk Up. Hypnosis. That's actually not a big deal because sleep only lasts for a maximum of 3 turns starting Gen 5. So Hypnosis really is not a big deal from Musharna. Plus, I mean, if I was weak to Psychic with Dream Eater, then I'd be worried. In struggle with Gen 4 onwards to the Death Sense, the recoil is so bad. Yeah, no matter how much damage you do, or how little you do, it's always 25% of your max HP. In Gen 2 and 3, it was just a quarter of the damage dealt. But in this game, it's a quarter of your HP, period. So, like, it's awful. Honestly, I've heard some theories. I've heard some theories that Game Freak did that to try and balance struggle leftover strats, especially with, like, Wobbuffet. Because, like, if 2 Pokemon, like, had leftovers and just spam struggle, literally nobody's gonna friggin' die. So, I think they did that just so you couldn't just spam the move. That's just my guess. Bulk Up, Earthquake. You know, I'm curious. I'm gonna sit when the game saves. I'm actually gonna open up PK Hex and see what this thing's friendship is, because Return pretty much one-shot, like, mostly nothing. Maybe there might have been a weak, like, Trubbish I one-shot, but there is no way my friendship is max right now. Yeah, Mewtwo still holds on strong despite the power creep. Even when they pretty much got rid of Mega Mewtwo. I don't even know if Mega Mewtwo was even allowed in competitive during Gen 6 and 7. Grimsley appears in Gen 7. He does, yeah. It's quite nice. It definitely surprised me when I played the game for the first time. Like, Gen 7 really liked doing crossovers between, like, characters from other games. Like, in the battle tree, you could fight, like, Dexio and, like, whatever that girl's name is from X and Y. You can fight Cynthia, Wally, Blue and Red, Grimsley. Is there anybody else I'm trying to think of? I think that's most of them. Colress. Yeah, you can fight Colress, too. Like, they did a lot of crossovers, which is... Plus, it actually fit in with the story, too. Well, you never really saw, like, Cynthia or Wally. You would just have to happen to see them. It's definitely a nice surprise. Gen 7 peak. I don't know about that. But hey, time relativity. You know, you don't show up that much, but whenever you do, you say the same thing. It's just funny. It was, yeah, Mega Mewtwo is most likely in the unrestricted format. I mean, Gen 7 still had issues, but in terms of, like, story and, like, crossovers, it definitely was real nice. Alright, Bulk Up, Fire Blast. I am resetting that immediately. I'll try to change up the things I say. Yeah, I kind of doubt that. Okay, take 2. Is Gen 6 next? I've done only 3 Gen 6 runs, 1 in Omega Ruby, and 2 in X and Y, and they were all races against Sparks the Nico in chat. I'm hoping we can do another one soon. I only do Gen 6 when I race with him, though. I don't really do Gen 6, like, just on my own that much, at least for now. Fissure. I kind of wish Fissure could help in this fight, but it won't. You know, if that was any earlier, I would have considered Fissure. Actually, I wonder if one-hit KO moves... No, Focus Sash would still let it live anyway. Archeops. That's the last one. Oh, damn it. I forgot to split when I saved to the league, so I had to split twice. 143.28. But yeah, I roughly predicted 145. Yeah, this thing still got a really good time. Yeah, Gen 1 is really fun, actually. just because the janky glitches you can do in battle, the order you could do gym leaders in. 454. Yeah, Gen 9 has a really good story, because I've beaten Scarlet. I've put like 105 hours into it, according to my Switch. But funnily enough, I've actually looked at my statistics. I still have 20 more hours spent in Sword. BDSP, I have it around 90. Okay. My game time was 4:54, I believe. Let me go ahead and put this on the leaderboard. And this is my 10th White version 2 run. Alright, level 75. 6 resets, and I believe 1 blackout. But my leaderboard doesn't track blackouts anyway, because I don't consider them resets. Right here. I think I have like 400 hours on Sword and Shield. Funnily enough, during the 120 hours on my sword, you know what I've done in that time? I made an entire living dex, and I actually completed the Pokedex and got the shiny charm. I mean, I was really farming it out, too. Gen 9 doesn't even lack caves. I've seen pictures of caves. Yeah, the overworld graphics, like, aren't the best. But I think the game overall still looks good. They have made a lot of updates since the game came out, and it was just a gigantic, glitchy mess. It's mostly improved. It's still a bit... It could be better. Because Sword and Shield definitely, like, looked way better. But the colors still looked off. But overall, I still say it looks good. Yeah, even the most optimized Groudon Machamp and Emerald isn't going to be Kyogre. Pretty much. Alright, so here are the splits right here, if you guys are curious. Ignore that Save It League split. I forgot to split till the last minute. I might just delete that split for run 2. May as well just delete that now, actually. Did I delete the wrong split? Dude. I'll just delete those final 2 splits. Alright, second place. It was a level higher, 1 more reset. Kyogre was a half hour faster in game time. But yeah, I still need to do a second playthrough later, but how I can improve the second run: keep Hammer Arm for Clay to one-shot the Krokorok. And, how else can I improve? Teach Return after Colress over Eruption. Other than that, though... here's the thing. Do I even need Eruption for Colress? Like, won't Earthquake just be enough? I mean, I guess not, because the Clink Clang does have Air Balloon, but it mainly likes to spam Shift Gear before it uses Giga Impact once it's set up enough. I could probably just use 1 Return to break it, and then Earthquake. I think I should delete Eruption... I'd say after that double battle with Zinzolin. After that Zinzolin double battle, I need to delete Eruption for Return. Just so I can have a better spamming move. What do I think this thing can get optimally? I think the best optimal time it can get is like 138. Like, this thing will definitely be in the 130 range, but it's nice to have something to, like, break the gigantic gap that used to be here before. I've clocked over 500 hours on Soul Silver. Thought that might be because of the dog-ass level curve. Maybe. I don't have a way to track, like, the amount of time I spent in the other games. There is no way I spent 500 hours in a title. I remember I've had some Platinum files that got around to, like, 170 hours, but I think maybe there might have been one time I've gotten in the 200s, but I've never gotten that high. Smooth Bell might be a good idea. Oh, I want to check my friendship stat. Hold on. I'm going to open up PK Hex. What's my friendship? Where's friendship? Wait, what? It still shows the level 5 one for some reason. Let me save the game again. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me, I think I have to exit the emulator. Alright, let me take a look. Alright, there we go. 255. Okay, it actually is at max friendship now. But then again, level 75, it'll most likely get there. Like when I was talking about Fire Red runs where I've started at 0 friendship and never got max friendship for the league, I was probably in the low 60s at that point. I mean, I still use the Lucky Egg, like, from the moment I got it until... probably until Marlin, when I got rid of Lucky Egg for leftovers. I'd say after Marlin, I really did not need the Lucky Egg anymore. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I did have to exit the emulator. But, yeah, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. I've got, plenty of time left to spare. I'll probably just, like, I don't know, scroll my phone until then. But yeah, offline later tonight, I'll do the second playthrough, and then I'll post the results in Discord. But, when is the next actual run, or stream? I believe that is tomorrow. I will be attempting my first time playthrough with Earthbound. I'm not going to be streaming any more Skyrim, because if I keep streaming Skyrim until I finish, it's probably going to be like 30 plus streams. So I decided I'm just going to play the game offline, and may as well start some other games, like Earthbound. It was the second most voted option in that poll, and it's an older game, so I can probably finish it all on stream. I've been told, casually, it may take me like 20 hours to beat the game, but we'll see.